The First Lady was slimmer when she came, but today she has added flesh, and that is the truth. Monday, Ubani, welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. Human rights lawyer and former second vice president of the Nigerian Bar Association, NBA, Monday Ubani, has said that there is nothing wrong with saying that the First Lady Aisha Buhari has added some flesh compared to when she came into office. He said if you look at the First Lady, one will see that that is the truth. He said this in response to the alleged arrest of the student on the orders of the First Lady over the comment he made on Twitter. Aminu Adamu Mohammed, a student of the University of Dutse in Jigawa State, was reportedly arrested after he tweeted that the First Lady has added some weight because she's feeding on poor people's money. The comment was considered a derogatory, and the 24-year-old young man was arrested on the First Lady's orders. The arrest has been attracting mixed reactions from members of the public. During a recent interview on Channel Television Sunrise Daily program on Thursday, Obama said that if the First Lady was offended by what the boy said, she should have invited and interrogated him in a more civilized way. He said, as a public officer, you have to be tolerant. If you do not have tolerance, you will need to arrest everyone because immediately they criticize you. The next thing is that you order the police or the DSS, Department of State Services, to arrest them. I think that's what has been said, that the president's wife has added some flesh. If you look at the woman, when she came, she was looking slimmer, but today she has added flesh, and that is the truth. Sincerely, if you feel, that thing will then tell you, and you should have engaged the person in a very more civilized man. In fact, you end up living a better, how do I put it now? You end up living a better, should I say, experience for that person. I'm telling you than what you're doing. You end up doing that. But somebody told you that, you are plumpy, you have added weight. To me, even if you feel offended, like I said, you should have tolerance. I've said it before, this is for those who are yet to come into power and they already complain that they are criticizing them. Just be prepped. That is it. People will always talk. People will always talk. Okay, must lawyers need to lie and twist before they can make an illogical becomes logical? Are you like this yourself 8 years ago? The fact is there is no harm in saying somebody added flesh, but going on to say she's feeding on poor people's money is a slander and defamatory which she needs to prove. Prove what? Prove what? How many Nigerians that have died in this country, do they need to prove that they are innocent? The ones that were purposely killed by the Nigerian police, do they need to prove that they are innocent before, so as not to be killed? Let's not even get me started here. This thing this one is doing is wrong. We're in a democratic system of government. If you're in the military now, okay. People say, this boy or this young man knows that he's actually we are in the military regime. But this is democracy. So I felt our able First Lady would have just, enlightened him more. Everything does not have to be with violence. I don't understand why this government thinks everything is, in the Boski way, violence, blood would splash for everybody. It doesn't make sense. And you know what is even the most worrisome thing here is that this young man is a final year student, meaning that if he does not sit for his exams, you're going to alter, some things in his life permanently. You will do that. As the parents they squeeze the money they send and they go to school, don't read the final. You'll be say, during their PC, okay, after this year now, at least they go hands up for some things for him. You understand? And he gets to at least be able to take care of himself. And then you want to drag him back so that the next year, come on now. Huh? Okay. Are you saying she's feeding on rich people's money? Did she feed on people's money? Let me inform you if you are not enlightened. Let me tell you. Anybody who comes into the public service eats the people's money. It is taxpayers' money, that is our money that they use to fund them. I don't know if you don't pay tax, for me I do. If you don't pay, it is taxpayers' money, that is what they used to pay them. Without us, they don't get to eat. Without us paying our taxes, they don't get to do anything in this country. I just want to make it understand. Apart from the borrowing, where do you think the money being generated from? Air, Mars, Pluto, or Jupiter? Please, if you want to come into an argument, come it very, very, something that is the evidence that is strong. Okay, they have milked the poor masses dry. Make I hard first before they come and arrest me. Even Rat in Aso Rock has put on weight because of the corrupt money being wasted there. Barry went to government to refurbish himself and his family. You forget to add ant and spider. This first lady is not even a public officer. She's not drawing any salary from the generation account. It beats my imagination when adults continue to express sympathy over an uncultured person. Wow. Is this how to address an elder? How many people have the first aid deprived of the means of survival? He should languish in prison. Oh God, just pray and enjoy never happens to you. And you have not beaten your tongue as say God forbid over this Nigeria. It never happened to you before. Yes, they tell us that we are the government, and yet we get to suffer after paying tax. So you see, road will still be bad. Then go use road. They do election. If they bring road every year, then they assign project to one particular road. I don't even want to get started because there are some people who they are bringing in respect, and it is sickening to my stomach. Why will you be saying such? That you did eat people's money. Whether I like it or not, the Jerry and you rolled out the budget of the budget of food, and I think one other particular sector. If you see money, then the waste. If you see wastage, and when I say brought out the budget, I don't mean million. Money that is going into billions for food and just one other sector, for food and for just one other thing. I want us to make we check them. People that are saying they should respect. I beg you, let me hear what. Let me hear what. The first lady is flaunting rascality of power. Office of the first lady was never in the ballot. Why should borrowed power be exercised with hyper abuse? Tell me, people are expected to be paying tax while taxpayers' money is for acts of optimal rascality. It is a disgrace. OAPC should copy PDP to acquire wisdom. Okay. I have had it that Aminu is in prison. I want to ask, why is it so? You go out to kidnap someone, you bring him inside your home, and you beat the hell out of him, and after you send him to prison. Why? This is the nonsense. This is nonsense. It is an abuse of office authority. Few months ahead of you to put off the power. Few months ahead of you to put off the power gown, and you leave the place to where you came from. Be sure that after a small time, this you used to use them to take law into your hand will definitely track you for money embezzlement and public treasury squandering. Only at that moment they won't victimize. Innocent soul will hunt you up and down.